In the world of KOTOR mods, there isn't a whole lot of total conversions, telling their own unique story. Historically, we've had The Jedi Masters by Trex, and the long-in-development Revenge of Revan by Logan23, which I will be amazed if it ever comes out. It was due to a YouTube comment that I found the topic for this video. A total conversion mod called Zerka Commando. Released at some point in 2008 by E. Varmint, whose other remaining credit as a modder left on the internet is his Ruins of Terrace mod. Zerka Commando is a total conversion mod that takes place before the events of KOTOR 1. You are hired by Zerka Corporation to take care of assigned tasks that you are instructed to do for them. This mod tries to explain the events prior why Zerka is where they are on the planets you explore in KOTOR 1. The main character is someone who served Revan during the Mandalorian Wars. Being one of the oddballs in the Order, they joined Revan during his campaign to defeat the Mandalorians. There's also mention of Malak having a secret love interest that the player character killed, which I don't recall Malak ever having canonically, which ruined your chances of being in Revan's quote-unquote inner circle, which I guess are the Revanchists? The people that followed him that would become future Sith that he would train along with notable individuals like Atton Rand. Because of that, you were left for dead after Malachor V. After the war, you were exiled, but unlike Mitra Surik, our character took up odd jobs like being an elite bodyguard, a gun for hire sort of speaking. That and something with an HK unit.
Until that damn HK droid took out one of my clients and almost killed me. Someday I'm gonna scrap that machine on its rusted parts and spread them across the galaxy. I don't care if it takes years. That toaster's ass is mine. Do you hear me? Mine!
Ow! The Edge! Thankfully, the Sirio family, Pollard Sirio being the president of Zerka at the time, you were hired to protect him against assassins, and now hired for secret missions outside of standard Zerka jurisdiction. It also explains why you can't really speak to anyone on the command ship. So you get equipped with your gear, along with what you can find while playing the mod, and a few dark side points for extra features, and get to work. So, what are you tasked with doing? You have been instructed to exterminate bug soldiers that infested the Duro's convoy that landed in Anchorhead. It's up to you to eliminate them so Zerka can set up shop there. The services of one Davik Kang are brought into this, as Davik and Pollard are friends, and is lending you transportation and muscle for the task in the form of the up-and-coming Canderous Ordo, as well as Jolie Bindo so he can get to Kashyyyk. I know, I'll bring this up later. You rip and tear through waves of bug soldiers using a weapon made out of their giblets, and fight a Torrentitech-shaped command bug. That's gonna require a bigger boot. If you think about it in a modern context, they're like a prototype of the Colicoids from SWTOR. Though, from what I can tell, plus this was released way before SWTOR, and because this was the first thing to come to my brain when playing, but it reminds me of Starship Troopers for some reason, even though I've never seen that film in my life. Zerka wishes to re-establish their operations on Kashyyyk, eliminating the so-called Squee worshippers, where you, Canderous, and Jolie go to the Wookiee homeland and slaughter walking carpets. And yes, we'll talk about that later. For some reason, the Wookiees have a ton of money, even though you can't use it yourself, and you encounter Dark Jedi, even though this is before the events of KOTOR 1. And Malak wannabe? Yeah, they're all... Wait. Oh my god. Malak's minion. Malak wannabe. Malak's new boy toy. Come on. We already saw the edgelord shit. This isn't taking... This is just even more proof that they aren't taking this seriously. Jesus Christ. Oh, God. You commit genocide to an entire Wookiee village that's led by a Wookiee. Oh, crap. No. Help. Police. What the? Lightsaber? Ah! Why does the Wookiee have a lightsaber? Are you trying to tell me something? Or is he one of those rare cases of a Force-sensitive Wookiee? You take the datapad from a Mandalorian negotiator and bring it to the command ship. This is supposed to be a setup for how Zerka got on Kashyyyk in the first place before KOTOR 1, by the way. You go to Taris after learning that the Mandalorians were behind the Wookiee attack. They were also holding out on Zerka by hogging a large stash of credits, so what do? We massacre them. With Candace on our side. Sounds like a very Mafia thing to do. The Mandalorians were really done dirty after the war. Following the operation on Taris, we owe a favor to David Kang. Wanting to climb the ranks of the Exchange, with the help of Calo Nord, you are tasked to resolve a problem with his chief rival by killing all of them. Hopefully the Sith don't mind. Also, the rival seems to be trained by the Sith too. I'm sure they won't mind. Students dying is a regular occurrence here. After the mission, the mod comes to a very anticlimactic end. Off the bat, the mod does try to connect itself with the continuity. Also, bonus points for using lore that was available back in the day that I never knew who Pollard Sirio was until playing this mod, as KOTOR never mentioned him once from pure recollection. The idea of showing what happened before KOTOR 1 is a cool idea, but I feel like it could have been done a lot better. Then there are things that are just odd. Why does Malak have a secret lover in the backstory? Why is Admiral Dodonna a double agent for Zerka? Why are all the Zerka personnel just static and do nothing despite being one of them? Why are there bug soldiers on Tatooine? What is up with those dark Jedi on Kashyyyk? Why is the Wookiee chieftain using a lightsaber? Why is our main character such an edgy boy? Bony blasters. And lastly, why is Jolie Bindo helping Zerka despite being heavily opposed and already being on Kashyyyk before the Mandalorian Wars? That's not canon! It feels so wrong. Aside from the general gameplay aspect of this mod isn't great. Just go to a planet, slaughter your way through a bunch of NPCs, and report that you're done. That's it. But on paper, it is a neat idea. I can see a version of this mod where a rogue Jedi turned mercenary works for Zerka Corporation and setting up for events that happened in KOTOR 1. For Tatooine, I can see you and a team assigned to wipe out a Tusken Raider infested anchorhead in order for Zerka to establish their mining operations on the planet. for Kashyyyk, you could see Zerka working with Shundar, betraying Freyr and his people, and see how the slavery operations were started before Revenant Company arrived on the planet. Taris is a hard one for me, since there was no implication of Zerka on Taris before and during KOTOR 1. I just know it's before Canderous joins the picture. And lastly, with Korriban, if it was done realistically, would be Zerka teaming up with the Sith and then probably having them do some sort of task in order for them to seal the deal with setting up operations on Korriban. Whether or not your main character is either let go after the events or terminated, I'll let you decide, because I can't make up my mind on this, to be honest. There's a lot of opportunities. So do I recommend this thing? If you're curious to try something from KOTOR, then go for it. If you're looking for a unique gameplay experience, you may be disappointed. Overall, not that great of a mod. It could be filed under so bad that it's good. It's been way too long since I've done one of these. Life just happens, and motivations fluctuate. Let me know what you think of this video. Let me know what you think of the improved format. Shout out to scarletguard, aka sithholocron, for the thumbnail. I'm grateful for knowing he was still willing to make them for me after all these years. How do you put up with me? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.